So it's not Wild Speed Super Combo review anymore. Put that away. So this video is about the art installation, art experience thing in Tokyo called teamLab Planet Tokyo. You guys probably seen a bunch of these posts online where people are like in these like mirrored rooms and it's like these very like interactive art installations. So of course, as an artist, as someone who graduated with a degree in I feel like of all the things I talk about on my channel here, I feel like this is one of the things I really could talk about the most. The day before we went, I bought our tickets ahead of time because they're timed tickets. So, I wanted to make sure we got there and it wasn't like sold out for the day or whatever not, just being prepared. So this was the same day we went to go to the One Piece Tokyo Tower thing. So we did that, was like half dead from going up all those stairs. And then we went on the train and went to the teamLab's exhibit, which was like very convenient because like we went from Tokyo Tower, walked to the train station, got our fucking Japanese Gatorade, and then transferred a couple different train stations, but then like the train literally like let you off like right there. Like the stop was like as you're like heading into the station, I was like, oh, you see the building, it's like teamLab Planets, and you're like, oh, cool, hey, we're here, so we waited outside for a little bit because we were a little early, which was a surprise to me because I thought we were just gonna be like, oh, I'm here, my in time for the 5 o'clock crack giveaway, shit, anyway. So I think because it was obviously Paul and I, so altogether it was 6,400 yen, so about $64 in, I was about to say in American, wow, in dollars. So it's about $32 per person, and it's worth it because when it's not crazy busy, there's no time limit of you being in there, so it's not like in American places where they're like, all right, they're like, thank you for your $75, you get 5 minutes in here, and like that kind of shit. They've said that unless it's like one of those really crazy busy days that they'll kind of like move you along, but other than that, like there's no time limit, which was great, so you get your money's worth. So if you've seen my vlog, my general vlog for Japan, you would see there was like a little bit of footage of, us like at the exhibit and stuff, and it's a lot of fun. It's an actual art exhibition, an actual art installation, so you can actually read about the art afterwards, like after you experience each of these different rooms. It's not like those kind of Instagram kind of places that we have in the States here where they just kind of like do some kind of like shitty like makeshift things out of like chipboard and like house paint, and then you see people post it all online. They're like, oh my god, look, it looks like this thing, and it's just like, even look at the pictures, I'm like, this looks like shit, and some of them I've been to in person, I'm like, this is shit. Whereas this is like actual artists and there's like a whole concept behind it, and again, as an artist with a degree and like, it's like, oh, this means, sandwiches and this means hunger, so when you first go in there, there's like an introduction video quickly. It's in English and in Japanese, and you gotta take off your shoes, you're barefoot. They even tell you, which, seriously, be prepared to go here. Don't just be like, I'll just like wear whatever, like just be prepared. So, Paul and I both had shorts on. Again, it was hot, it's Japan, so of course we had shorts on. And they're just like, hey, don't have like a long dress or whatever, but you gotta hike it up. If you have long pants, you gotta hike it up, because you'll be in like, depending on height, some people, they were knee deep of water, but Paul and I are two gigantic Americans, so we were like calf deep, like at most it went to like our calves, but again, giant Americans, so everyone else is like, oh my god, and we were just like, are we in the kiddie pool, so yeah, you're gonna be barefoot. Also, it keeps like the exhibit cleaner because there ain't no like dirty shoes and stuff, because like right outside the thing was like, like there was grass area and people just jumping around in the dirt, so it's like, it just keeps it cleaner. There's like lockers and shit. It's great. It's so like, and the lockers were like amazing. It's so silly for me to talk about, like, oh yeah, it's a locker, like, yeah, I went to Dorney Park. No, it's like, you wish your locker was like that at Dorney Park, you know what I mean? You know, it's like, it's not just like, oh, this is the largest locker, let me just shove it, get in. No, it's like, there's like a hanger in there, and then like a tray for your shoes, like, you know what I mean? Like, I just had my tiny little Ninja Turtle backpack, and I just like threw in there, and I feel like, wow, this is so much more room in here. Like, even my high school locker didn't have this much room. Okay, shit, man, alright. You know, even when I had a job that gave us a locker, it was just like, cool, let me put a banana in there. There, I filled up all the space. Anyway, so, as you can see here, this is us entering it. There's actually people in front of me, and I was just so excited to go, I didn't even fuck with the settings of my camera, because I really, like, there's so much going on, and from what I saw online, it would have just been a bitch for me to just like, oh, I have to, you know, mess with the settings. So I was being that person and kept on automatic, you know. So it's like eerie. So you walk in, and the people in front of us like didn't want to walk any further in. I guess they felt it was gonna be like a haunted house kind of thing, and I'm like, okay, I get it, we're in Japan, it's probably gonna be even scarier if you go to a haunted house in Japan. But I was just like, are we gonna go, like, you know? And I didn't want to be, again, that American and be like, excuse me, but I'm just, yeah. Anyway, so you walk in, and then that's my camera having a stroke. Why did I keep, okay, so then you go up this incline, and it's like clean, chlorinated water, and of course there's like grip pads underneath, so you're not gonna like slip on that water. So they do that just to clean your dirty ass feet, you know, because it's like, because some of us went up 600 plus stairs like a good hour and a half prior, you know. So anyway, so, you know, you go, you clean your feet, and after you get out of it, you know, there's a spot where people are just handing you towels, you wipe off your feet and all that stuff, and then, you know, there's like a towel thingy, you know, it's great. So you wipe off your dirty ass feet, and actually the first room, I call it the Kanye room, because it's just nothing but like soft pillow bed kind of things. It's like that, what's that, like sack store in malls, like that big like beanbag chair thing, but like a whole room was that. And I walked in, and it was just kind of like, oh, it's like you walk into like the wrong room in a horror film, and it's just like, you know, but instead you're just like, is this an orgy? I didn't know, but everyone's clothed. Like, I walked in, and everyone, like, all these like little like gesturing, like this cocoon spot, and all these couples are like laying with one another, and some of them are like seriously like asleep. And Paul and I were even saying, if there was a room, we would have just probably just like chilled there for a bit. But like all the little fuck holes all the fuck holes are taken up, and we were like, okay. So instead, like, we traversed through it, but since it's like, you know, made out of that just like I'm pulling cheese or something, but it's made out of, you know, that kind of beanbag material, and again, large, fat, heavy American here. I'm like walking through it, and there were a couple people in front of me, so I was just like, alright, if I just keep up the pace in front of them, it's fine. But at one point, I got to a point where my foot got stuck. Again, very heavy. The people in front of me were not anywhere as heavy, probably at best like $1.80, and I am way more than that. And so my foot got stuck, and Paul's behind me, and of course I'm laughing because the entire time I'm thinking like, oh my god, it's like that Kanye thing, and I'm thinking like I just walked in on an orgy. I'm just like laughing to myself, and then I slip, and I was like, oh shit, my foot's stuck, my foot, the quicksand. And of course so then like my Americanness comes out, and I'm like, oh shit, and Paul's like, Joe, stop. He's like, dude, just keep going on, stop laughing. And then, you know, because I needed help, and then it's like, I was thinking about like that video of that guy with the freaking canoe kayak thing, and I was like, Sarah, and I found myself saying that. I'm like trying to crawl out, like get out of the fucking, you know, like get my foot out of the thing and try to like get like literal footing, and I'm like, Sarah, and then when you get to the end of the room, there is like, you know, like a handle where you can like pull yourself up, and I seriously was like beached whale, like, and I have shitty upper body strength, like all of my strength in my freaking huge legs, and I'm just like, like trying to pull myself, and Paul's like, and he's being kind and not going in front of me and all that stuff. He's just like, come on, dude, and I'm like, and he's like pushing my ass, and I'm like, I'm so weak. And I'm just like laying there. Like just this fat person, like, blah, 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 you know, like, go on, I'm dead, you know. So that was the first room, that's my experience. But anyway, so then you go through some red lights. So in the second room, I didn't have to, you know, test my athleticism or lack thereof, which is, the room with like all the hanging lights and all that stuff. And, you know, don't touch any of it, because you can tell it's very, like, it's very delicate. Like, I got pretty close to it, and I'm like, oh, I can see, because if someone leans on it, like, whatever fixture they have would go clink, and it would just not be cute. But this is a very, like, Instagram-y, like, look at that shit. Like, a very Instagram-y, you know, room, and a lot of people stayed here. And there was a couple spots where you go in, and then you're, like, you know, and then there's Paul enjoying it. And it's, like, because it's all mirrored and stuff, so you're like following this weird maze, and we're like, at one point we were like, wait, did we just go back to the entrance? Wait, no, I think this is the exit. Wait, what about this? And it was like this, like, wait, how do we, who, ha? Yeah, so you can see how the fixtures are just kind of like there, and I'm like, yeah, that's not gonna be good if you actually lean on it and hurt it. So a couple of spots like here, you get to like an open area, and I'm just like, you go through like this kind of like, and then, you know, and then God came, and he was a big black man in a one-piece shirt. And God's from Brooklyn, apparently. But yeah, so, who's a motherfucker? Yeah, so I really like this one, because it's purple and it's colors. Yeah, and the lights are always changing, and there's always, like, this kind of, like, you know, like, Enya-esque kind of music, like that kind of stuff going, and then the lights and the music all kind of go, and it's like, and I'm kind of like, the hell am I experiencing right now, you know? It's like, wow, I don't do drugs, but now I know what it feels like, you know? And then there's us, yay, god damn, I'm fat. Just like, god damn, I'm huge. Oh god, I didn't mean to zoom in on our crotches like that, but yeah, let's not show our feet, anyway. But yeah, I'm like, there's us. I was like, hey, let's take a picture of both of us, like, standing next to each other, you know? And so there's us, and I'm just, god damn, my thighs are just big. Oh my god. Oh, no feet pics, no feet wikis, no! Okay, next one. Oh god, Paul, your big feet! Anyway, okay, big guy feet. Yeah, there I am, with my 7 chins. But yeah, I took a picture of the ground. God, remember when my hair was greener? remember I freshly dyed my hair before that trip, and it hasn't anyway. But anywho, yeah, so, oh hey, there's us over there. Wow, that's really weird. Okay, I was gonna say, I'm like, why is that that fat bitch is me. So, oh, look at his big belly. But yeah, I don't know, I think Paul was looking at something, and it looks like, he looks like he's just like, what? Like he just saw a naked fat man or something. Just what? Naked fat man. I was supposed to be the expert in art here, but anyway, Paul just saw a naked fat man. Yeah, but it's really cool, you know, like all that stuff. So then we go through this. This color just makes me think of the movie Us. And I was actually kind of thinking about Jordan Peele quite a lot during this. I was just like, yo, some people in red jumpsuits show up. I'm like, I'm gonna go. Oh, this is where we're entering the water part. So it was funny. So, because Paul's complexion is on the deeper, darker side than someone like me on the yellow side. So, and his shorts were black. And as you can tell, the rooms were quite dark and the hallways were dark. So at one point, the lady just said to Paul, "Sir, you have to pull your pants up more." And he's wearing shorts. Like, let me go back previous. You know, that's this big old chub. Yeah, you know, he's wearing shorts. They're like right at the knee. And the lady was just kind of like, "Oh, sir, if you could pull your pants up more." And Paul was like, "How much more can I pull it up?" And I don't think she saw the difference between his shorts and his legs. And it was like accidental racism. Like, oh, fuck, you know? Because you can tell she's like, oh, you know, and then, like, there was a dude who was just like, "No, you're okay, you're fine. And then Paul was like, "Yeah, I was about to say, like, how much else am I gonna pull it up?" You know? And as we're entering the water, I'm, like, cracking up. And I was like, because, again, it's dark, it's okay, it was a mistake. But I just said to Paul, it's like, I don't think she was able to tell between your shorts and your legs. And he's like, it's fine, it's dark. But it was just like this moment of like, you know, like the Brooklyn came out and I was like, bro, it's a mistake. It was an honest mistake. You can tell she felt bad. But it was just kind of like, anyway, we're entering the murky water. It looks gross, but again, you can smell the chlorine, so you're not like, ah, what is this, you know? Anyway, and it's really fucking cool. This room, again, there's mirrors and stuff, just so it looks like a much larger room, and it's just this murky kind of water, and it's just projected like koi fish, like swimming, so it's really cool when, like, especially because Paul's wearing a white shirt there, and it's really awesome where, you know, like, it's projected on, like, your shirts, because it's obviously projected down. So it's like, okay, there's the fish, and then you're kind of, like, hitting the water with your hands, like, oh, and you're like, oh, God, there's fish on me. You know, it's really freaking awesome. As you can tell, other people, it's, like, knee-deep, and for us, it's calf-deep, because we are very large people. But yeah, this was really cool. And because, again, I didn't fuss with the settings on my camera, so, like, the shutter was like, I don't know what to do. You know, but yeah, it was pretty freaking awesome. Yeah, so we were just walking through it. It was really cool. And then, yeah, then we get to the purple hallway, which, but by this time, I just didn't even bother to, like, I was just literally just went snap. Like, the other ones, like, I tried to, like, stand steady and, like, you know, I was just like, no, just whatever. You know, I didn't pay too much for a camera, you know. But, yeah, so then it becomes the bouncy ball room. And the bouncy ball room was awesome. Because we got lost in it. We literally got lost in it. Because at one point, like, we're having fun. And then I'm, like, following Paul. And as you would see in the vlog, there's one part where you hear Paul go, wait, hold on. I think we have to go that way. As you can see, Paul here is having a ton of fun. What a big old belly. Yeah, like, oh, man, like, she has, like, a long freaking, like... Whoa! Hey, Chesticle. She has like a long dress on. She probably had to pull that shit up. But anyway, yeah. You see I'm just like having fun. And yeah, like the colors change. And again, like every room the music's like... It's like this weird, like, kind of shit. You know? Like I said, drugs. But yeah, here, Paul's pretending to be Atlas. Look at his face. Yeah! He's got his, like, 20,000 rings on that he does. You know, he's like, hey, am I getting it right? Am I getting it? Ah! Just love his Atlas shot here. Yeah. And the balls. Yeah, just like, let me get a picture of the balls. It's really freaking awesome. Like, they're very, like, light and airy. Not like helium, but just because they're all stacked on one another. And it was just like, when one of them hits you, you're just like, oh. It's not like when you get hit with a dodgeball and you're like, punk! You know? Yeah. There's tons of fun in that room. And then yeah, you get to this final room, which I call it like Laser Floyd, you know, like planetarium, that's a word, kind of thing. Because it's just like, it's like a dome, and it's a glass, a mirror floor again, and everyone's just like laying down on the floor, just watching the world go by, the Earth spinning, just watching, you know, again, I didn't, yeah. And then, yeah, there's Paul right there. There's his head, and there's a random lady there. And we're all, like, laying down and just watching this. Again, the music's like, all that stuff. You're just watching all these, like, flowers, and there's like, and it definitely reminded me of, like, some of the things and how I felt, like, when I was on morphine. I was just like, oh, God. At least I wasn't in, like, tremendous pain and in a hospital bed. But instead I'm just like, cool, I'm on this, like, mirror floor in Japan with my best bud. And here I actually did try to fuss with my camera setting because Paul, like, we were there for, like, 20 minutes because there was enough room on, like, the Kanye room. And he actually fell asleep at one point because this motherfucker can sleep anywhere, you know? But I was just there, like, laying down, then I was like, oh, my back. I have a bad back. Let me sit down. And then I sat, and after a while, I was like, oh, my legs are getting tingly. I gotta stretch out my legs. But he's there just like, and I'm like, really, bro? Did I pay $32 for you to take a nap? You know? But yeah, trying to mess with the settings, and I was just like, and I finally started to get the settings right, but then I was also like impatient. Yeah, I was like, oh, but yeah, you can see how like everything in the background is moving, but everyone down here is just laid out like still and just enjoying the view. And there he is asleep. He is legit asleep here. He's like, and it's just like a bear, like a hibernating bear. You know, like I heard it. The people close by were kind of like, what the hell's that sound? You know, big old bear. Yeah, and then you go through the last hallway. Oh, there's that beginning. And then you're done. You know, you like get out and it's like the other side of the lockers and you're just like, yeah, you know, someone with an expertise and with a degree in, you know, like I was like, oh, I really like this, you know. And maybe next time I'll take Masami to it because this was before she got there. And then there's another one called like teamLab's Borderless, because this was teamLab's Planets. There's another one called teamLab's Borderless, and I think that's the one where you have your shoes on the whole time. And there's like, I think, again, if you've seen it online, where it's just like, again, projected stuff again, and it looks like a mound, and people are like climbing on it. It's supposed to be projected like water's coming down. That one, I think, yeah, you go through that one, excuse me, and you just got your shoes on, you know, throughout the whole thing. So there's a couple of these, like, in Tokyo, well, not just Tokyo, but in Japan. This one's in Tokyo. I think Borderless is somewhere else in Japan. And I think they're trying to get into, like, other parts of the country. I think there's one in Hong Kong, which makes total sense. But I don't see this working too well in the States, only because Americans are fucking stupid, you know? And I can see people being like, my child, and like, oh my god, like, just they're ruining it because they're stupid Americans that don't know any better. Because it's like when you go to a regular art exhibition with installations, people are just like, they're like, duh, what is this? Pick up, and you're like, ah. Anyway, but yeah, that was teamLab's. Yeah, teamLab's Planets in Tokyo. Expertise in the arts.